Hey, good morning from the office. I'm your host, BKP, and we are North Georgia's only live online morning show. Now, Emily, welcome this morning. If you out there, you see the number on the screen, I've adjusted my audio just a little bit, brought it down so it's not as loud. If you cannot hear me, or Emily, if you pick up a problem in the studio, let me know. How many of you missed? Did you hear the exciting news yesterday from the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump? Did you hear the exciting news about the developments on the vaccine for COVID-19 when he was in North Carolina? Well, of course you didn't, but you probably did because you probably went to an alternative channel. Alternative. Why do we have to use an alternative? But you probably went to an alternative channel to tune in. And this morning on the media, you can't find it anywhere really a positive news story. President of the United States goes down yesterday to a pharmaceutical company, research company there in Mooresville, North Carolina. Major announcement. Has a great, he doesn't overpower it. I mean, I guess he's doing some of the things that some people are asking for. You and I probably don't care if he just boom blasts out the media and he's up there doing an extended show. But recently the President of the United States some of you out there are calling for him to just end it, man. Just get on there, look presidential, sound presidential, take 3 questions, end it, and walk off. So yesterday, I think, was 23 minutes. Very good, but it was very positive for this country. For those of you out there concerned about the coronavirus, and not that we're not concerned, or myself, okay, but for those of you that would like to find a cure, a vaccine, something to stop this terrible Chinese Wuhan virus, if that's your goal and interest, and you are scared to go out and you have these concerns and you want to visit mom and dad in a nursing home, but you want everybody to have a vaccine, you should be listening to, especially yesterday, in the awesome news there in North Carolina, clinical trials on stage 3. So they're going to give it to 30,000 people, I think it is. I forget exactly. I don't want to mess up the science on that. But awesome news yesterday. Now, the media wants to lead you to believe that the president quit on you. Joe Biden said he quit on you with the pandemic. No, he never has. This president works 7 days a week, never takes a full clear day off, cleans his slate, and does nothing at all. He has been focused on this virus from day one, but because of the fact he feels there's equal amount of importance that needs to be placed, and time also needs to be placed on what this is doing to our country from economically. Now, that's not just being greedy and selfish, but a strong economy is not just healthy. People are healthy. Yes, they are. What's happening to our kids. So we'll move on from that. This morning, did you read, where will you be at 10 a.m.? Now, I'm going to encourage you the minute you get off this show. I hope you stay till 10 every day and tell your friends. But the minute you get off the show, you need to click right over. Give me number 23, okay? Attorney General William Barr will be, okay, he will be giving testimony today. I can't wait. I absolutely cannot wait to hear Jim Jordan today. I can't wait. Ranking member. He is now the ranking member of the House Judiciary Committee for the Republicans. He will watch today. I also cannot wait to hear and see, is buffoonery a word? Well, you got a buffoon. Can you be a buffooner? Buffoonery? The buffoon, Jerry Nadler, and some of the crazy questions that will be asked Attorney General Barr by the left. Sound bites will be enormous tomorrow. I already know what we're doing tomorrow, okay? But the media, let's go with number 10. I think I have them, might be out of sequence, but let's go with number 10. This is what the media is reporting this morning. Now, Attorney General William Barr released his opening statement. It's 6 pages long. If you haven't had time to read it, that's okay. I read the 6 pages this morning, and I took a lot of clips out of it, and I thought to myself, there's nothing more that this audience, there's no other time that this audience cringes like when they think I'm going to read to you. And I understand that. So I did cut some clips out because it's interesting. I'm watching CNN and MSNBC over here, and I'm reading over here. And as they're reporting what Barr's going to say and the way they report it and what they put up, they never got into anything really of what Barr's about to say today. But anyhow, this is number 10. According to his instructions, judging from the letter inviting me to this hearing, that appears to be your agenda today. Oh, I got that ass backward. I'm sorry. Shouldn't say ass backward that fast. So let's go, not with number 10. Let me see this. Okay, they wanted to be contentious this morning, all right? They wanted to be contentious. So let's go to number 13. This is the way CNN. Attorney General calls a Russian scandal bogus, claims he acts independently. He makes this claim, but we're going to knock this down every way we can. Ever since, now this is out of his statement, ever since I made it clear that I was going to do everything I could to get to the bottom of the grave abuse involved in the bogus Russiagate scandal, many of the 12. This is 12. This is out of the open state. 12. Many of the Democrats on this committee have attempted to discredit me by conjuring up a narrative that I am simply the president's factum who disposes of criminal cases. I dispose. That's my job. I dispose of criminal cases, and then give me number. Then let's go with the number 10. According to the instructions, judging from this letter inviting me to the hearing, that appears to be your agenda today. So he already knows the agenda Democrats have, okay? He already knows what they're claiming and going to try to do, and he's ready for them, all right? He is flat out ready for them this morning. Now, let me just give you a couple clips here from his opening statement that will be happening today. I like this one, number one. Number one, while that may be appropriate here on Capitol Hill, now the cable news, it is not acceptable to the Department of Justice. Now, you got to read before that. At the department, decisions must be made with no regard to political pressure from either end of Pennsylvania Avenue or from the media or mobs, okay? Now, he will claim he works independently. This is what they're saying this morning. But here's a clip. This is one of many. It don't matter. He has to work independently, regardless of each end of Pennsylvania Avenue, the media or mobs, okay? Number 2. Ever since I made it clear that I was going to do everything I could to get to the bottom of the grave abuses involved in the bogus Russiagate scandal, many of the Democrats on this committee have attempted to discredit me by conjuring up a narrative that I am simply the president's factum who disposes of criminal cases according to his instruction. Judging from the letter inviting me to the hearing, that appears to be your agenda today. So let me turn to that first. So that should be the first thing it comes to. But you notice that's what they grabbed on CNN. Okay? That's it. All right? Number 3. Now, these are just little clips that I picked up. And Barr's going to spin their head off today. All right? The president has not attempted to interfere in these decisions. On the contrary, he has told me from the start that he expects me to exercise my independent judgment to make whatever call I think is right. This is precisely what I have done. The president has not attempted to interfere in this. I will tell you this. The Attorney General William Barr would have quit. He would have left. He was retired. You could read this. I don't know if I have it in clip. He was retired at home, enjoying his grandkids. It's in the opening statement. I did not need, he says, I did not need to be here. I did not need to come out of retirement. But I have watched the Justice Department become politicized. Wonder who politicized the Justice Department. It's been going on for years, okay? Number 4. The president has occasionally and appropriately confirmed that the department is aware of a matter, but the handling of the matter and my decisions on criminal matters have been left to my independent judgment based on the law and fact without any direction or interference from the White House or anyone outside the department. You're going to hear that today. Dems, it's going to spin Democrats' head off, okay? It's going to spin their head off today. This opening is going to light Nadler and his goofy-ass crew. That was all for my Democrat viewers out there. He's going to light them up. Number 5. This one's going to really zap them. You're going to see smoke coming out of their ears. There is no harder job in America. There is no harder job in America. I want to be like the broken record. There is no harder job in America today than being a police officer. When officers respond to an emergency, whether a catastrophe like 9/11 or everyday crime, they do not set out to protect white people or black people. Ho hail, drop the mic. That's when you drop the mic. And oh, yes, Barr's going to rip. This is in his opening statement this morning, folks. They do not set out to protect white people or black people. They risk and sometimes give their lives to protect and serve all people, and all people owe them thanks. Ooh, this is going to light their asses up today. I'm just telling you. I've read the whole thing. You wait. Today at 10. All right, now, I don't have both clips of this. I don't think. Let me see. Yes, I do have both clips. This one I really love because, you know, we have watched people get attacked for saying all lives matter, white lives matter, Hispanic lives matter. The only lives that are supposed to matter are Black Lives Matter organization, okay? The thug organization, Black Lives Matter. The Communist Manifesto organization, Black Lives Matter. Outside of that, now, number 6. He's going to say this out loud. It's going to be on a sound clip. I hope all my African-American friends, all read this, listen to it, do your own research. Number 6, the leading case of death for young black males is homicide. Let that sink in. It's the leading case of death for young black males in America. Every year, approximately 7,500 Black Americans are victims of homicide. And the vast majority of them, around 90%, are killed by other Blacks, mainly by gunfire. I.e., example, all right? Funeral, Chicago, 2 weeks ago. Gang member killed. They're having a funeral. So they knew that a rival gang would probably try to attack them. There was even a Chicago PD down the street knowing that this could happen. All right? Why didn't the mayor take this opportunity to round up 2 big gangs? Why not? So one gang comes out of the funeral home, another gang does a drive-by and opens fire. The people coming out of the funeral home, they're packing, they return fire. A vast majority of them, around 90%, are killed by other Blacks, mainly by gunfire. Here's the one. Each of those lives matter. Oh, I can't wait to hear Barr say each of those lives matter. Now, here's one more thing on this, okay? And it's not just number 7. Barr's going to say this today. Opening statement. And it is not just that crime snuffs out lives. Now, here's where the polls are so wrong. And Barr is going to zero in. He's laser beam right in. Because if you actually, a news reporter, White Biff, is not going to go to where he can really talk to the brothers. Okay, you may not like what I said, but that's just it. White Biff is not, okay? And, you know, CNN Jane is not going to go down where they can get in there. If this gets, see, this is something, Barr is about to say something that the Black community knows, okay? Get deep down in these scary areas, and they're very frightening in America, these areas, and these Black churches, and there are people in these Black churches, in these communities, that really would like to see these young people get a chance to get out of there. And they work hard to try to do something to help their communities with no help from their Democrat friends. Now, this being said, and it is just not the crime, that crime snuffs out all lives. Crime snuffs out opportunity. Children cannot thrive in playgrounds and schools dominated by gangs and drug pushers. They can't. They can't play in schoolyards. That's where the drug pushers are. They can't go to their local playground. They can't. Businesses do not locate in unsafe areas. You know, they even got your latte in Seattle, right? They even got or one of them, right? You got the Starbucks has been vandalized. We're going to go over that in a minute. All right. Businesses don't go in these neighborhoods. Look, they get mad. There's a lot of groups in America, Black-led groups, Black Americans leading groups in America that are upset that in these very scary, dangerous areas, the only billboards are cigarettes, lottery, and liquor. Cigarettes, lottery, and liquor. Hold on, I missed a call. I want to make sure that it's not something I need. Cigarettes, lottery, and liquor, right? Now, that being said, okay, cigarettes, lottery, and liquor. Businesses do not locate in unsafe areas. Liquor stores, lotto, and cigarettes. When the police are attacked, when they are defunded, when they are driven out of urban communities, it is Black lives. Barr is going to spin their damn head off today. It is Black lives that will suffer most from their absence. And my words, not on the screen, if Black Lives Matter, you see everything that Barr's about to say this morning, it is Black lives that will suffer the most from their absence. And if Black Lives Matter, right? Just saying. Now, going to play a couple videos because the media this is going to be very good today. We're going to keep this one segment together. It's about Attorney General Barr, and it's Black lives that suffer. Black lives that suffer. I keep saying that over and over. Quit worrying about these damn multimillionaires getting coronavirus and, will you not be able to watch sports this afternoon? All right. Hang tight. I want to go over a couple quick things before we take our first break. We're right there. Number 32. Now, you heard what I just said this morning about the opening of Attorney General William Barr. I just showed you some CNN stuff. Coming up, Attorney General Barr calls Russian scandal bogus. That's all they got. Not what happens and how Black lives should really matter, okay? Let me tell you who knew this but did not portray it. And no, I am not honoring John Lewis. I'm not going to spend 2 hours saying ugly stuff, but here's number 33, okay? Biden could get out and get his mask on to go see John Lewis lying in state. Representative John Lewis makes final trip to U.S. Capitol. John Lewis should have had to lie in state in one of the squalors he represented somewhere. I know I could have went without that, right? I don't care, man. John Lewis knew the truth. Democrats know the truth. They know what they've done as far as trying to keep Black lives on the plantation. Let me give you a couple more because I want to get this. Number 38, internal memo, more federal agents dispatched to Portland. Okay. Burning down cities, burning down inner cities, gang violence. Black Lives Matter is not a peaceful protest organization wanting just change in law enforcement. No, no, no. They are a modern day shakedown. Okay. All right, so anyhow, the shakedown artists, Black Lives Matter, corporations just fall into it. 39, more federal agents being dispatched to Portland. Now, they want to lead you to believe, the media, that this was peaceful protest that was fueled, okay, got contentious and turned to riots because it was fueled by federal law enforcement. Bull, SH asterisk asterisk, all right? Bottom line, CHOP. Remember CHOP? Remember, was it the 16-year-old that got killed? Was it 2 murdered in CHOP in the autonomous zone? All right. Here is number 40, Ted Wheeler, commissioner. All right. I am calling for an immediate meeting with the Department of Homeland Security leadership on the ground in Portland with Acting Secretary DHS Wolf to discuss a ceasefire and a removal of heightened federal forces from Portland. You realize we're discussing a ceasefire on the land, on the ground of the United States of America in Portland, where this pencil-necked weasel ran down to get him some tear gas the other night, get his ass, choked up, and now he's all upset and he wants to call a ceasefire. Well, how about tweeting out and telling the thugs and the anarchists and the Black Lives Matter movement, well, they're all the same, right? They're just thugs, period. Why don't I tweet out and ask them to stop trying to burn down federal courthouses and other areas? And number 41, the President of the United States, anarchist agitators or protesters who vandalize or damage our federal courthouse in Portland and any other federal buildings in any of our cities and states will be prosecuted under our recently enacted Statutes and Monuments Act. Minimum 10 years in prison. Don't do it. Don't do it. Your ass is going to jail. I'm going to get just one or two more. Okay. Here is MSNBC. They're getting in on it. Number 46. Okay. Barr plans to mount a defiant defense of Trump in showdown with House Democrats. I read all 6 damn pages of his opening statement. He's not planning a defiant defense of the president. Absolutely not. He is laying out the fact that all lives matter. And what matters to Black lives? Oh. Number 47, the Washington Post. Barr plans to mount a defiant defense. What unfolds nightly around the courthouse cannot reasonably be called protest. It is by any objective measure an assault on the government of the United States. It is. But you notice, this is what they clip out, right? Not 7,500 young black males were killed last year, 90% by other black males, gun violence, and kids can't go to the damn playground because of gangs. Not a word. Oh, no, not a word. Oh, Nadler's going to get his head spun off today. Number 48, Barr defends protest response and criticizes Russian inquiry ahead of testimony. I'm just highlighting. Okay, here's the Wall Street Journal. Got to have their headline, number 49. Attorney General Barr to face lawmakers' questions after string of controversies. What controversies? And I want to show you a couple pictures that I have up. Now, this is their peaceful protest that the media. Number 71, rioters torch, and this is from the Daily Wire. Number 71, rioters torch Justice Center construction site in Seattle, attack stores at apartment complex, hit store owners, updated. Okay, here's number 72. This is a nice little picture. 72, construction trailer burnt down. Here is number 73. This is Jay Inslee, the governor of Seattle. The Green New Deal governor of Seattle. President Trump sent federal officials into Seattle because he is itching for a confrontation. Do you remember CHOP, you dumbass? Dumbass. Do you remember just recently CHOP? Do you remember recently where these whack jobs took over a vital 6 blocks or something of your city in Seattle? 2 killed. Disregard for the owners of these buildings, the businesses. We shouldn't give him either. Keep it peaceful. Keep the attention where it belongs on building a better, more just Washington for everybody. What the? These Fruit Loops are really out there, folks. These fruity damn nut jobs are really out there. They're crazy as hell. Here's a nice little picture, 74. Okay. Nice little federal courthouse, new paint job. Now, this guy's with the Associated Press, number 75, Associated Press. We wanted to show you a look. Inside the protests from both perspectives, out in the crowd with protesters and inside the courthouse with federal officers. It was a really eye-opening experience to see it firsthand. I was inside the courthouse and was outside the fence. I don't know who that hashtag or who that Twitter account is. An eye-opening. Now, here's what Mike tweeted out also, number 76. There you go. I spent the weekend inside the Portland Federal Courthouse with the U.S. Marshals. Mortars were being fired off repeatedly. Mortars being fired off repeatedly. Fireworks and flares shot into the lobby. Frozen bottles, concrete cans, bouncy balls rarely whizzed over the fence at high speeds. Just saying. Just saying. Hold on. I got a couple more. Maybe that is the last one. All right, let's go through one at a time. We're going to play a couple videos that are online of some of these violence, and there's only 8 and 9 seconds each one of those. Let's play those, Emily. Next one.
So what happened?
See, they're still attacking people. Like, what's going on? They attacked us. There were like a dozen of them right outside our building. They're breaking our windows and assaulting us. I was texting on my phone. They say I'm taking videos of them. I say, how can I take videos of them when he's pointing at the ground? I'm texting on my phone. He shoots a cannon at me, starts firing at me. I tell him to stop. I come at them, and then I get attacked.
Gotcha. And he punched him? Someone punched him too?
Yeah, I got punched at least 4 or 5 times. Never left our property. Always on our property.
All right.
No, go ahead. Go. Wait right there. Get that one ready. I just wanted to say, this guy's on the phone trying to call the police. Their shop has been vandalized. They're being attacked. They're trying to call the police. They're not doing anything. They're getting attacked. Okay, play the next one. Oh, wait a minute. This guy comes home. This next guy, he comes home. He lives upstairs in an apartment. The Starbucks underneath him is vandalized. Go ahead, play that next one. Is there any more? Is that the last one we picked? If that's it, okay. So let's just say this, folks, okay? I want to read this one more time. We're going to go to break. You see the vandalism. You see the cities being burned, okay? You've seen the NBA, Black Lives Matter. You see, I wonder if the Major League pieces of SHIT that took a knee on opening night with the Nationals and the Yankees are looking at these neighborhoods and what's really happening. I wonder if they feel when they took their knee that they really accomplished something for the betterment of these communities where these poor kids live and Democrats have controlled for years. I wonder what their accomplishment will be by putting Black Lives Matter on the basketball court. I wonder what the accomplishment will be for the NFL and so on and so forth and these liberals. Wonder where the win will be. Where will that be? For the poor kids in these communities? Because I want to show this one more time that nobody's talking about, but Barr will, Jim Jordan will, and Democrats' heads will explode at 10 a.m. Give me number 6. I got to go to break. Number 6. The leading cause of death for young black males is homicide. Every year, approximately 7,500 black Americans are victims of homicide, and the vast majority of them, around 90%, are killed by other blacks, mainly by gunfire. Each of those lives matter. All lives matter. These people's lives matter. Give me number 7. Okay. These are just number 7. And it is not just that crime snuffs out lives. Crime snuffs out opportunity. Children cannot thrive in playgrounds and schools dominated by gangs and drug pushers. Businesses do not locate in unsafe neighborhoods when the police are attacked, when they are defunded, when they are driven out of urban communities. It is black lives that will suffer most from these absences. Black lives that will suffer most. Those are a couple of clips from Attorney General William Barr's opening statement today at 10. I got to take a break, going long, and I will explain. I will tell you why black communities, I think, will vote for Donald Trump in November. Take us a break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in Ellijay, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
I'm Jeff Riblett, President of Asset Protection Group. As a certified financial planner and with 20 years experience, I've helped thousands of families and business owners create a tremendous amount of wealth. Fortunately, most of that wealth has been protected. Don't allow an unforeseen life event, such as a nursing home stay or the next market meltdown, destroy your family's wealth. Be smart. Call me. Let's determine how best to protect your assets and preserve your wealth.
Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is more than just your average Ace. We have a huge selection of Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next trip. We have a huge selection of lumber for your next building project. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs. Plus, we have everything you'd expect, like paint, tools, and equipment.
Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
The Chevy inventory is rolling in again, and Days Chevrolet in Jasper is discounting them deep. North Georgia's #1 truck, the Silverado 1500 Crew Cab, discounted up to $8,000 off. Plus, get huge savings with 0% financing for 84 months on every Equinox and Trax. Everyone's been waiting for these Chevys, and we've got them for less at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Days Chevrolet. Days gets it done. Find new roads.
Folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Good to see you this morning. Good to know you're out there. Don't hesitate. You can contact me 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. I might not answer it, 2:30 in the morning, but you can send a text message, whatever time you want. You're thinking about it, you want to send it to BKP, boom, do it. 98 days. It's on. Like Donkey Kong. It's on. Can you still say that? Can you still say it's on like Donkey Kong? Oh. Well, anyhow, 98 days and polling data. And I will tell you this. You have to look at everything in the opposite effect of what the media is telling you. And there's a lot of delusional, distorted information out there. And we showed you yesterday, okay? Now, here's what I want to do. I want to show you something, okay? They will. This gets worse before it gets better. Oh, wait a minute. You're talking about the virus? No. 7 days a week, okay? They're going to go after Barr today. Today, Attorney General William Barr will talk about what really matters in Black lives in America and what will really happen to the inner cities and how far it will set back Black communities. Now, all of these, he did not go into this on his opening statement, but all of these things that he says will be a detriment to the Black community will follow schools, okay? Now, I don't want to quote because then you always have the people out there that want to attack me. They attack me anyway, okay? And I know I'm going to say I've got 5 Democrats that watch this show. I'm just going to go with 5. Could be 3, could be 25. And Martin Luther King Jr., Reverend Martin Luther King Jr., okay? Now, my understanding is he wanted a Black child, okay? And he wanted a Black child in Birmingham, Alabama, South Side Chicago, Lower East Side of, whatever in LA, wherever, Harlem, New York City, Bronx, Brooklyn, okay, Newark, New Jersey, Atlanta, okay. He wanted a Black child in the blackest of neighborhoods to go to a school and a white child in the whitest suburb to go to a school. Both sit down in an equal desk. Both have equal amount of pencils they need. Okay, this is not socialism. Both have paper to write on. Both students, no matter from the blackest community in the depths of the inner city from the whitest community, wanted both of those students to have competent teachers standing in front of them, educators that knew what they were doing and cared about them standing in front of them, whether they're standing in front of a Black child or a white child. Martin Luther King Jr. wanted the kid in the 5th grade here to carry the same textbook as the kid here. Now, we all know the stories that in these communities several years ago, kids over here were getting, way outdated textbooks with technology over here, advancing. And these kids had the technology in the new textbooks, whatever it may be. And you know that. And you're wondering why. And that is exactly, he just wanted everybody to have an equal opportunity when you got up in the morning and went out the door. He wants the white kid, whether people like it or not. Martin Luther King Jr. wanted the white kid to be able to go out the front door, walk to the school bus safely, get on the school bus safely and have a school bus, get to school safely and go in, and everything be the same for that kid, the white kid, and the Black kid. Be able to safely go out, get on a school bus or walk to school, play in the playground, All right, so I'm going on, but you know where I'm going with that. And this sets back. Democrats are setting back in the states that they run and manage Black Americans, I mean, years. And the danger. So I feel very strong that the Black community, all right, let me give you a statement, all right. First of all, sometimes when I started this show, I said, I'm going to say things and it's not going to come across like I want it to come across. If people are not going to understand where I'm going, you don't know how many damn white people I can't stand. Okay? A lot of damn white people I cannot stand. All right? Just saying. I'll probably say it again. All right? And number 50, here are two in particular, white people I can't stand. Okay? I can't stand these white reporters. Okay? Now look, I understand we got our African-American brothers out there reporting. We got our sisters out there reporting. We got our Latinos, Latinas. We got everybody. But it's some damn white reporters. I have not, if there's 100, God, I knew I shouldn't have done this. If there's 100 white reporters out there today, Biff, Jane, and Nancy, okay? And then there's your Brian Gumbles out there, like Don Lemon, okay? His husband's white. I don't believe when I say crap like that, but that brother's better half. He's strolling on the beach with a white boy. Yes. There's nothing black about Don. Oh my God, you just crossed the line. Just saying. Anyhow, let me get back. So if there's 100 white reporters out there, 90 of them I don't like. I don't like 90 of them. 10 of them I really like because they're working hard. So here are two I despise. So when President Donald J. Trump said in the 2016 campaign, somewhere around 2015, he looked at the Black community and said, what the hell do you have to lose? That actually, it resonated then, but it resonates now. What? Let me tell you, there are areas and there are barbershops. Okay. Did you see the movie Barbershop? Damn it. All right. We'll call it the barbershop. There's barbershop in these communities where they fighting now. And there's a brother that stood up in the barbershop. That's the holy of holies, right? In the Black community. And said, how you going to blame this on Trump? This ain't Trump. How you going to call Trump out for this? We did this. We did it to ourselves by letting Democrats, those white Democrats, and they throw it. Look, the city, they throw a black person in every once in a while. Rahm Emanuel. What they did is they went around these cities and they got, you want to talk about, if a Black American says anything positive about Trump or anything positive about a white person, they are Uncle Tom, right? But you can totally overlook in the Black community that the popo that you want to defund, all right, that you claim are killing Black kids, a good majority of these police chiefs are Black in these cities. Black. A lot of them are. They went Black or woman, okay, at the top. And I'm going to say things you don't like. And you have these white Democrats and white Democrat city council members all across the country that actually bring the chief in and said, can you get your people? Oh, hell yeah. Can you get your people under control? They know why they're there. So that being said, what the hell do you have to lose? My prediction is, I don't know. My prediction is See, the media will claim that Trump shut down polling, that he's suppressing polling due to COVID. Watch and see. The media will claim, you have Stacey Abrams and them out there claiming, okay, that people could not get to the polls. They were closed and suppress the vote. All right? That will be the claim. My prediction, and let me just say this. Let me go to this really quick. Trump, Biden build legal armies for electoral battlefield. President Trump and former President Trump and former Vice President Joe Biden will help, with help from allies, have amassed an expensive legal war chest and marshaled armies of attorneys for what is on track to be the most litigious election season in U.S. history. Okay? The Republican National Committee has pledged $20 million this cycle to oppose Democratic-backed efforts to ease voting restrictions. While Biden, the presumptive Democratic presidential nominee, said his campaign has assembled 600 attorneys, election subterfuge. So the bottom line is, I want to get into pollings. Black America will A, vote for Trump in overwhelming numbers that will shock. There's three parts of this. That will shock Biden and the white people. The white-led media, okay? It will shock them. Number one. Number two, blacks will come out and vote Democrat. They always do. And then number three, what will be called the suppressed vote that will not be suppressed. I've always said, if you think in the inner city, if you think deep down in that black America can't wait to go vote for this crusty old white guy, Joe Biden, 77 years old, that tells a story about popcorn. They laugh in their ass off. You see this old white guy talk about popcorn. What the hell is popcorn, man? At the county pool. He running a little thug punk, threatening to beat him up. And he goes and tells it, I'm telling you, the third will be the black America that will not go vote because they ain't go voting for no, they're not going to go vote for Trump. Ain't going to vote for Trump? Hell no, I ain't voting for Trump. I got it. That percent is out there. Biden? Oh, what the hell? I just stay home. You tell me I got to pick Trump or Biden? What the damn? I stay home. I'm just going to continue to play, dice on the corner with the boys because ain't nothing happening. Biden ain't going to do nothing for us. They ain't done nothing for us in 40 years. Biden was there, all of them. He'll round your ass up. But I sure as hell ain't voting for Trump. Black America will overwhelmingly vote for Donald Trump, and it will blow their minds. It will blow their minds because they know the truth in the inner city. Little Biff and Janie with a mask on, little Biff and Janie with a mask on are not going to be down in the inner city, and they do not know what's going on. B, yes, blacks will vote Democrat, and C, blacks will not vote at all, which will be called voter suppression, and they will make that up. So let's get into the polling, okay? Now, little Biff and Jane there, they start every morning out. They like to start every morning out, and it will not stop telling you that the president is behind in the polls. I got you there. It's number 60. Is that what's on? Is 63? Is that what's on the screen? Biden leads President Trump nationally by 8 points. So there's a little Biff and Jane there. Okay. And let's go with now yesterday. You're going to say, well, I thought this happened yesterday. No. Hold on. Where was it at there? So that is 63. Okay. Here's number 50. Here's Biff and Jane just yesterday, number 50. Biden leads President Trump in Arizona 50-45. Okay. And then number 51, this is the Marist poll in North Carolina. Joe Biden up 51-44 in North Carolina. Okay. Number 52, President Trump trails in Florida 51-46. Here's the general election match. Now, these are yesterday. Number 53, general election matchup in Michigan, 52. He's up 12 points. Number 54, general election matchup in Florida, general election 51-46. That's 54. Now we're going to go to today. Here's today, number 63. There's Biff and Jane again. It will be daily for 98 more days, okay? Biff and Jane, all right? Number 63, Biden leads President Trump nationally by 8 points. This is number 63. That's this morning. Now they go with some new polling, all right? 64. Let's see. Arizona, Biden up 7. Colorado, 13. Florida, Biden up 3. Georgia now in play. Biden up 1. Now, I'm going to stop there. Go at this date, 7/28, in 2016 or 2015. When was it? Anyhow, go and look this far out, 98 days out of the election in 2016, and see if Hillary didn't have a slight lead neck and neck in Georgia. And see if Georgia wasn't in play at this time also. Michigan, okay, he's up 10 points. Minnesota, Biden's up 3 points. Now, what you want me to believe is that in Minnesota, remember, go back and look, doing this from memory, folks, doing it from memory, and a damn good one to talk about it. Trump only lost Minnesota by about 50,000 votes. You had your Pennsylvania light up and your Michigan light up. Remember how long it took for Michigan to light up, like 3 days later? Right? Be careful. Michigan is is it called a precursor? So Pennsylvania lit up, Michigan lit up, and then Wisconsin, and then Minnesota. You and I were out there saying, damn, the boy is within striking distance. So pay attention to this. If Minnesota, Biden's up 3. He was up 8 in 26, May 26. He's up 3 in Minnesota. Could this be, now they're not showing the margin of error here. Margin of error, yes, they are in Minnesota, 3.8. So Trump and Biden could be in a statistical tie in Minnesota. Now they're going to go crazy and nuts that Georgia's in play. But look at this poll on Minnesota. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But look at this. Statistically, it's a tie. Why? Minneapolis? People in Minnesota are tired of it? Oh, you don't think the other states are going to follow? Just saying. Okay. Number 65 here. North Carolina. It's tie. Bam! Tie. Ohio. Trump's up 3. Pennsylvania. Biden up 7. Texas. Biden up 2. Now you notice, if you're listening, you hear Georgia in play. If you're listening, you hear Texas in play. You don't hear North Carolina ready to go 2 times in a row after voting for Barack Obama, getting ready to go to Donald Trump twice. No. Wisconsin, Biden up 7. This is what you're hearing out there, okay? And here's 67. Nationally, 51-43. All right. So let's go to 2 videos, because yesterday, because I watch MSNBC and I watch MSNBC and I watch CNN. but it's every day the same thing, okay? Give me the YouTube video, and I'll tell you when to come back on the Biden leads Trump in national polls 99 days out from election at CBS. Let's play that.
Go back to work. With just 99 days to go until Election Day, a new CBS News Battleground Tracker poll shows Joe Biden has a 10-point national advantage over President Trump. In the battleground state of Michigan, he leads the president by 6 points, and in nearby Ohio, the president is ahead by just 1 point. Both are states the president won in 2016. This, of course, comes during a turbulent campaign season disrupted by the pandemic. Ed O'Keefe explains from Washington.
With 99 days to go and unable to hold campaign rallies, President Trump spent the weekend golfing and greeting supporters in New Jersey, while former Vice President Joe Biden made virtual appearances at 2 fundraisers.
We need real leadership now.
New CBS News polling shows the economy, health care, and the pandemic are top concerns for voters. Neither candidate has an advantage on fixing the economy, but the president earns poor marks in the fight against COVID-19. That has become a central part of Biden's message.
Our president wasn't prepared for this pandemic.
Mr. Trump is portraying Biden as a dangerous pick.
Our entire economy and our very way of life are threatened by Biden's plans to transform our nation and subjugate our communities.
In the coming weeks, several turning points remain. In early August, Biden is poised to announce his vice presidential running mate, who he says will be a woman. Choices include governors, mayors, lawmakers, and former Obama administration officials. Then there's the conventions. No funny hats, bad dancing, or balloon drops this year. Democrats are still planning for a mostly virtual event, though Biden still plans to accept the nomination in Milwaukee. After a not-so-filled arena in Tulsa and surging coronavirus cases in Florida, the president last week canceled plans to hold his convention in Jacksonville. Another big concern in the coming weeks? Foreign interference. The nation's top counterintelligence official says he's primarily concerned with China, Russia, and Iran, but other countries and groups could also do harm to our elections. Finally, there's how you will cast your ballot and how your vote will be counted. Polling locations could be limited with less available poll workers due to COVID concerns, and election officials anticipate historic demand for absentee ballots from voters unwilling or unable to vote in person. Many states warn they're struggling to recruit the manpower needed to quickly count so many paper ballots. So that could lead to scenes like this one in New York City, where they're still counting thousands of absentee ballots from congressional primaries held almost 5 weeks ago. So even though there's 99 days to go until Election Day, in some states, early voting begins 41 days from today. And in each of the states that allow for absentee balloting, of course, there is a deadline. Some cases, it's just a few days before Election Day. In some cases, it's about 2 weeks out. Gail, as we say in television, if you want to vote, best to check your local listings.
Yes, we do say that.
Daily. This is what the American people are exposed to daily on every single network. Every network, okay? Now, do you realize if elected, Biden will be the first virtual president ever in the United States? If you want to talk about pulling back the curtain, Wizard of Oz, okay? Biden will do virtual announcements, and they will play them. Biden will be whisked away. He will be virtual. Today is on this day, we're on VP Watch. It's supposed to be Saturday. Now, did you hear what they said there? Limited places to vote due to lack of poll workers. Voter suppression, right? Absentee ballots or vote by mail. Now, you're going to tell me where you can buy everything on the black market in the inner cities, in the way down, that somebody's not going to hijack a truck that has boxes of blank ballots. You're going to tell me somewhere in these states, there's not a warehouse with a pallet of boxes that are blank ballots ready to go. Full SHI. To my Democrat friends, get your head out of the damn sand, okay? They can't count them quickly. They won't have enough people to count quickly. And who will verify the credentials, background, and who is saying, one for Biden, one for Trump, one for Biden, one for Trump, 6 for Biden, 2 for Trump. Oh, hell, did I count wrong? Not enough qualified people. This is daily. Now, you hear all the pollings, you hear all the negatives. Yesterday, the president of the United States was in Charlotte, or was in Mooresville, North Carolina, talking about a vaccine that we're going to get into. Play this other video where I have it timed of the president of the United States and see, when asked about polls, what he says.
Yes, please. Go ahead.
Mr. President, your poll numbers suffered in recent months because of your handling on the pandemic. You're here now today. What's your plan going forward to prove to Americans that you're the right person?
I think the poll numbers are very good. The poll numbers we have are very good. We're leading in North Carolina. We're leading in Pennsylvania. We're leading in Arizona. Our numbers. We're leading in Arizona. We're leading nicely in Florida. I think our poll numbers are very good. We're leading substantially in Georgia. I mean, we get a lot of suppression polls. We get a lot of fake polls, just like we have fake news. I mean, it's a terrible thing when you look at it. But I had the same thing 4 years ago. I was losing everywhere. I had poll numbers where I wasn't going to win any state, and I ended up winning every one of them. You know, the swing states. I wasn't going to win any of them, and I won all of them. And I have the same thing this year. This year they have it even closer. They have it closer, but it's the same suppression-type polls. We have polls that show me leading in almost every swing state, and substantially in other states by even more than I won in 16. When you look at Florida as an example, you have thousands of boats out of the ocean, out on the intercoastal. You look at other states where likewise you have thousands of boats, and they're all waving the Trump sign, Trump-Pence sign, and they're so proud. Thousands and thousands, you've seen it, where you have bikers for Trump with lines that are miles long on highways going along on weekends. I think there's more spirit now than there's ever been for my campaign, and that includes 2016, where obviously there was great enthusiasm, great spirit. We had great spirit. I think there's more today because what we've done, nobody's ever done before. Nobody has ever rebuilt the military, cut taxes the most in our history, created the greatest economy we've ever had, cut regulations at a level that nobody's ever done, and all of these different things. The VA, we got VA choice. We got VA everything for the VA. Right now, they had a 91% approval rating in a recent poll. I was just speaking to the secretary. 91% in the VA. That's never happened before. I think when people see all that we've done, even Space Force, we created a force, an actual, you know, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, right? It's pretty amazing. Coast Guard, and now Space Force. That hasn't happened in 75 years. What we've done, working with some of those warriors over there, by the way, but what we've done has never been done. If you look at Alaska with ANWR, one of the, perhaps the biggest drilling site in the world, even Ronald Reagan and Bush and Clinton, everybody wanted to get it done. I got it done. ANWR in Alaska, probably or possibly the biggest drilling site in the world. Now, what we've done has been incredible. Recently, it looked like the energy business was going to be a catastrophe. We were #1 in the world, and then we had the pandemic, and nobody was using energy. Nobody was driving in automobiles. No gasoline. And by the way, gasoline prices for everyone are very, very low. In many cases, less than $2. That's pretty incredible. And I saved the energy business. I got Russia and I got Saudi Arabia on the phone, and they cut way back, and we're now at $40 and plus a barrel, and we're saving tens of millions of jobs in energy. We're the #1 in energy in the world. So with all that we've done, we made and brought this country to the greatest point in its history. We never had an economy like we had prior to the China plague or China virus coming in. We never had numbers like it. We are going to have them again. And everyone knows I'm going to rebuild it. I had to close it up. We saved millions of lives by closing it. If we didn't close it, you would have seen numbers that would have been 15 times what you have right now. One death is too much, but it would have been 10 to 15 times, maybe more than that, what you have. We closed this greatest economy ever, far bigger than China, better than China. China was having, by the way, the worst year they had in 67 years. Tariffs, they paid us tens of billions of dollars. The worst year they've had, think of it, in 67 years. We were having the best year we've ever had. I had to close it, and now we're reopening it. And next year will be stronger. It'll be the strongest year so far. It'll be better even than last year. Okay, thank you very much. I'll be heading back, and I'll see.
Suppression polls. Now, I have something I want to say to you, and the reason I let that play in its entirety on that question is for a couple of reasons out there. I have had people, there's some people out there that are depressed, just are, because they hear the negative. I've had people say to me, quit going on there and showing these clips, quit going on there. And no, I want to fire you up because he gets the questions every day. The media is doing what they're doing. Now, my question to you before we take a break, I want to ask you a question. Every single day, and I say this like this, if you're down in the dumps, and no disrespect, but if you're down in the dumps and you're seeing these polls and you're whining and crying, okay? All right? Did you see him, the president of the United States, try to explain? He said suppression polls. We're used to it. Did you see him try to explain problems in his campaign? Explain, well, that's why we did this, this, and this, is because, no. Confidence. Did you see 100% confidence put his whole polling out? Did you see or hear at any time him quiver, shake? No, confidence. Did you hear him prepared to say why the American people will vote for him again? Confidence. If the president of the United States can show that confidence in the midst of these attacks, you need to be able to do it also. So I want to hear you damn whining. I don't want to hear you crying. I don't want to hear you depressed. I don't want you to get in circles and start wringing your hands. Well, I'm a little nervous, That's what happens when these leftists get, well, we have internal sources that say, they're nervous. President of the United States comes in, not nervous, boom, boom, ready to go. And you got these little limp-wristed Republicans, these little weenies going over in a corner saying, I'm really concerned. Did you see the new poll? Oh my God, did you see this? Did you see this? He goes out there, boom. You need to go out there, boom. Get your head up. Have the same confidence. Suppression polls. We'll be right back. We're not done with this.
Circuit World has complete queen bedroom packages at amazing prices. Get this queen bed, dresser and mirror, one nightstand, bedding set, and free 32-inch TV, all for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this complete queen bedroom set and sleep in style, also for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. What an incredible deal! Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
Hello, my name's Kevin Johnson. I'm seeking the office of Chief Magistrate Judge on August the 11th. I would like to start out by thanking everyone who voted for me on June 9th. I need every one of you to vote again on August the 11th. Gilmer County has not had to elect a position in the Chief Magistrate's office in over 2 decades. This is a very important position to be filled and voted on. I would also like to encourage those who voted for other candidates to strongly consider me, review my experience in education. I have that experience and the ability to run this office. As most of you know, experience matters. My experience is that I am a retired Georgia State Patrol Post Commander with over 30 years of law enforcement experience. I have over 4,000 hours of police officer standard and training. I'm trained in courtroom testimony, courtroom procedures, arrest warrants, search warrants, and affidavits. I also have training through Columbus State University and Truett McConnell College. I have training through the FBI Leadership and Command Training Facility in Atlanta. Where this experience matters, how does it matter? As many of you know and are concerned just as I am, A couple in St. Louis who lawfully owned and possessed weapons had them taken away from them via search warrant. That search warrant is issued from a magistrate judge. I can assure you that any arrest warrant or search warrant that is issued from the magistrate's office, as I am your chief magistrate judge, will be heavily scrutinized and will be within the boundaries of the law. I will not violate somebody's constitutional rights, nor will I sign off on any warrant that does. This is where experience matters from day one, when decisions must be made and there's not enough time to review those decisions. So again, I would humbly ask in closing that you vote for me on August 11th. Vote for experience, experience that matters, experience in the law, experience in life. Vote for Kevin Johnson to be your chief magistrate judge. Thank you.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in Ellijay, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
I'm Jeff Riblett, President of Asset Protection Group. As a certified financial planner and with 20 years experience, I've helped thousands of families and business owners create a tremendous amount of wealth. Fortunately, most of that wealth has been protected. Don't allow an unforeseen life event, such as a nursing home stay or the next market meltdown, destroy your family's wealth. Be smart. Call me. Let's determine how best to protect your assets and preserve your wealth.
Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is more than just your average Ace. We have a huge selection of Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next trip. We have a huge selection of lumber for your next building project. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs. Plus, we have everything you'd expect, like paint, tools, and equipment.
Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
The Chevy inventory is rolling in again, and Days Chevrolet in Jasper is discounting them deep. North Georgia's #1 truck, the Silverado 1500 Crew Cab, discounted up to $8,000 off. Plus, get huge savings with 0% financing for 84 months on every Equinox and Trax. Everyone's been waiting for these Chevys, and we've got them for less at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Days Chevrolet. Days gets it done. Find new roads.
Hey, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Look here. I've added an accessory to the studio. Well, there's all the social. Never say you can't get in touch with it. Now look here. See this? New accessory to the studio. Can you see that on July 28th, 2020? And my Trump flag right there. Another Trump flag over here. American flag, Trump hats. Welcome, my Democratic viewers. I know you're out there, and you enjoy the show. Your heads are spinning off. I put a post up about William Barr this morning. Here is what I wrote about William Barr, and I can prove this. The leading cause, I put this quote up from Barr's opening statement today. The leading cause of death for young black males is homicide. Every year, approximately 7,500 black Americans are victims of homicide, and the vast majority of them, around 90%, are likely killed by other blacks, mainly by gunfire. Each of those lives matter, each. And I knew it would spin their heads off. In fact, Jane and Biff was that. Give me those two white people I despise. I despise these two white people. Just go with number 50, Jane and Biff there. Okay. So I put that up. I knew it was going to spin their heads off today. You wait. They're going to go nuts. And one of my favorite liberal whack jobs. Yes, this guy's my favorite liberal whack job. He is. He's a good guy. I like the guy. Crazy as hell. Oh, that's in a nice way. It's a friendly kind of crazy as hell. But anyhow, oh well, this changes everything. B, he always calls me B. Let's just let cops open fire when they pull blacks over, because reason, here is the code. And I knew this was coming, okay? They say that Trump is trying to stroke white fear. White fear. Going to need an October surprise. Trump will need an October surprise. He is trying to stroke white fear by sending federal troops in. No, let me tell you, the kids, the moms, the dads, the brothers, the sisters that live in these cities, they know the truth. This is code talk. This is what was written to me. This is code talk for white supremacists. It's their own fault argument, and it's unfathomable that you would parrot this legal thug's position. His twisted straw man proves nothing when it comes to addressing the specific issue Black Lives Matter focuses on. Unarmed black death by cops. That's their focus. Oh, those other lives, gang violence, all the above. Just saying. All right. So anyhow, so white fear is being stroked. Okay. White fear. So yesterday, the president of the United States, he goes down. And what I want to do now is I want to go through my pictures of the day. I knew this was happening. Number 9. Okay. This is an advertisement. The guy that sells ShamWows wants to make a ShamWow to put on your face. What the hell? This is an advertisement. These are these little paper masks, electrostatic inner core. I'm telling you, this country has gone bat crap crazy. Now, you know, Attorney General William Barr is going to testify today. So let's put it all together here in a couple media clips here. Number 15, okay. GOP proposes stimulus checks, reduced unemployment benefits. Reduced. No, they're not. Okay. First of all, it sends me through the roof when they call them bonus. Bonus. I knew, all jokes aside, no matter what you may think, when we gave everybody a trophy and a participation certificate, this would end up bad down the road. Reduced unemployment. No, they're not reduced. If in the history of this country, okay, we've had recessions, depressions. Now, in 2009 and 10, we'll say 9, but in 2009, this country went into a depression. The reason you did not see it as the Great Depression of the 30s or the great stock market crash is because your people that were in food lines at that time, after the stock market crashed in the 30s, they did not have a government-backed card. You had a depression in 2009 in this country and a government bailout in helping unemployment benefits. Plus, you had people standing in bread lines with, welfare cards, and that's just all there is to it. I mean, a lot of people needed it. Let's be honest. So I'm not knocking it. People needed that help, but you just didn't see it. We lived through that depression. And let me tell you something, when the market crashed in some areas of the United States had unreported 35% unemployment, and I know that all too well, and businesses were closing left and right, okay, you went up and it didn't matter if you made $1,200 a week, $1,000 a week, you got the $385 or whatever. That's it. There was Barack Hussein Obama was not looking Democrats. Remember when he got elected in 2008, right? And the economy crashed and we were in a depression. Democrats had a super majority. Democrats had every opportunity. They could have gave everybody $1,000 a week, right? They created the $800 billion, right, shovel-ready bullcrap job, give the money to our friends, right, bailout, remember? Did you see bonuses? Now, you've seen extended unemployment, okay? You've seen unemployment that went from 12 weeks to 22 weeks to 32 weeks to 10 years, jokingly. You've seen extended times for unemployment. You did see that, but you didn't see bonus checks of $600. This is set up just to keep the economy down before election. And bottom line, it is, whether you like it or not. To my Democratic friends out there watching, ask yourself in the 2010 Depression, if Democrats proposed, send it to me, and if they passed it, because you got to remember, they had the green light. Barack Obama took office with a green light to do what he wanted. Ask yourself if at that time they sent Americans $600 over and above the unemployment. At all times, unemployment, this is the first time historically that they sent an additional $600. So Republicans are saying, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to let you get your state max. State max has not changed anywhere. We're going to up it by $200, not $600. Okay? But no, reduced unemployment. No, it's not. It's go get a job. I tell you that, yeah, there are no jobs. Send me put my address up again, my phone number and address. Contact me if you really are saying you're looking for a job and you can't find. Contact me. I will help you find a job. Okay? I will help you contact me. Get off your ass and go get a job. All right, come back. Let's go to number 16. This is one I just want you to remember out there. If you need a stimulus of any kind, and I don't mean a check on why President Trump and we need to defeat these people, here are the two clowns that need to go. Oh, my God. GOP proposes stimulus checks, reduce unemployment. Here's number 17. I just want to keep showing it. They went with it this morning. CNN went with it. Here's Steve Mnuchin and what the hell's his name? The chief of staff. All right. Mark Meadows. Here is GOP proposes stimulus checks. If you look at the time, they went with it. All right. Number 18, Senate GOP unveils new coronavirus stimulus plan. They show you pictures of buildings with looks to be businesses closed. Number 19, Nationals manager on outbreak. I'm scared. If you're scared, get off the damn field. Go home. Get off the field. Go home. If you're afraid of the ball, damn it, that's bad memories, right? Being a kid, are you afraid of the ball? If you're afraid of the ball, sit on the bench. Get your ass on the bench. So let me tell you something, Dave. If you're afraid, I know you underwent a heart procedure last year. Get out the damn game. Get out the damn game. Get out the damn way. It's time to play ball. Number 20, these multi-millionaires. NBA season to resume Thursday in Orlando Bubble League report 0 positive COVID. Look at the chairs. No sitting on the bench anymore. Look at that. They're spaced out. These guys can't sit on the bench. Can't get the coach to huddle them up, draw the next play. This is pathetic, pathetic. Number 21. Major League Baseball not facing nightmare scenario. 3-game postponement amid COVID-19 outbreak as the Miami Marlins. 11 of them got COVID. I don't know. I haven't checked out the Marlins team. Does it matter if they play or not? I don't know. Just ask it. Now, Serenity now. Trump had an amazing afternoon yesterday, the President of the United States. Have I showed you my flag? He had an amazing afternoon yesterday. To what? Media attack. Number 22. Now, here's a picture of Trump wearing his mask because people won't shut the hell up. He's in Mooresville, North Carolina. He's at this facility, this laboratory. They're in stage 3 of testing a new virus. But the big picture is Trump abandons new approach as COVID reality hits. What the hell? Number 24, final stage testing. This scares the crap out of Democrats that there could be a vaccine. Number 25, Pfizer launches phase 3 trial of coronavirus vaccine with 30,000 participants. Number 27, The Hill. Trump hits road to tout progress towards vaccine. Now, here's the media, and I know you know this and you don't need me to tell you, but they want to give you the impression that Trump's like, I got nothing to do. What? And what's that guy's name that works at that, that paint mixing place? It's not a paint mixing place. Don't they mix paint down there or something? Or don't they develop film? Is it Fujifilm? No, sir, it's not. Give me the number anyway. Hey, who is this? Yeah. You the janitor? Yeah. Okay, what? Hey, sneak inside there. Tell me what they're doing. Well, they're mixing a bunch of stuff. They got gloves on. They got hats on. They're looking at them. You think they're close to a vaccine? Yes, they are. You're the janitor, right? Yeah. How close are they to a vaccine? Yeah, a couple days. Great. Hey, we need to go down there. I swear to God, they try to make you think like Trump's talking to the janitor at these places. Not that there's anything wrong with being a janitor. I know. Hey, custodial engineer. I got it. Oh, hell. Number 28. Trump hails vaccine progress, calls for states to reopen. Reopen. Oh, my God. Just when we're trying to get this damn thing out of control, it is sneaking around. It is in your canned goods at the grocery store. We got frontline people at Walmart's getting beat up because somebody wants in and don't have a mask. And the Walmart greeter is just wanting to say, God bless you, welcome to Walmart. And he's getting a 5-finger sandwich and the chops. It's dangerous out there. And he said, reopen. Oh, my God. Here's one you got to keep an eye on. You got to keep an eye on this. There's something here that concerns me because the Biden campaign, they know if exposed, not to the virus, if exposed by Trump's quick wit, that Trump will throw 3 punches at him, he will be down faster. You remember when you really like when Tyson first took the ring? You remember that? And like pay-per-view was like $45. You got all your buddies to pitch in and you paid $45 for 32 seconds. Now, I remember back in the day where I used to stay up at night and, stay up late and it went 9, it went 10. I remember back in the day when, white people thought Jerry Cooney could actually win. And you remember that? And we would watch boxing. But then here's what happens. All right. Mike Tyson comes on the stage. He gets in the ring. And, I mean, he's got a punch that, damn, he hits you one time square. You're done. 43 seconds, whatever. So how many fights was it before somebody got to the second round with Iron Fist Mike there or whatever? That's what the debate will look like. Okay? I mean, Biden, all jokes aside, Trump will punch him so fast. I mean, he will rapid fire 3 to his head so fast. Biden will be looking at the camera doing a he will be. Oh, yeah, he'll be out. Watch this. There's more to come on this. Number 29. Notre Dame withdraws as 2020 presidential debate host city citing coronavirus threat. Watch this. Now, they are scheduled with 3 debates. I'm trying to get one. I think Joe and Donald and myself, boom, boom, boom. Hey, Joe. Hey, what's Joe like down in the basement? You allow kids down in that basement? Just wondering, Joe, what's going on in that basement? Damn, I could have done without that, and I know you could have too. Watch this, the debates. Number 30, Notre Dame withdraws as host of first presidential debate. Here it is. Get ready. Keep an eye on it. Number 31, Marlins home opener canceled after more Miami players test positive. Number 34, the coronavirus fear campaign. Trump abandons new approach as COVID reality hits. They just went on and on. COVID reality hits. Now, number 35, Google. Trump abandons new approach as COVID reality hits. Google has said it's going to be July next year. Stay home. They are going to set the standard of working at home. Google has told their people they're going to keep them at home at least till July of next year. Well, you know, when you're a billion dollar corporation, 3 billions there, 4 or 5 or 89 billions. When you're a $1 billion plus corporation, you could just tell them stay home and have the look of doing the right thing for your country. Oh. Number 36, the big picture. Just want to put it together. Why do you keep showing me that? Just showing you right out of the box. Trump abandons new approach, abandons it. Now here's number 37. If you watched this yesterday, what about abandoning Americans did you see with the president yesterday? At no time has he quit on America from day one. Now, he did probably get advice saying, look, the 90 minutes a day, the back and forth, the sparring with John Carl, and these whack jobs, it's not getting us anywhere. Let's back off that. Okay, that's all that happened. But don't you think if the governors were not getting the ventilators and all the things they want, they would have been screaming? Now they're back to screaming that they need stuff. Let's go back to that. Let's go back to that plan. It was working. You think that Trump just called up this pharmaceutical and all the pharmaceutical companies and said, I'm not looking good in the polls, so let's pretend there's a vaccine on its way. Oh. See if I have anything else here I want to use. Number 43. CNN and they do it the same way, okay? Same exact way. Senate Republicans reveal $1 trillion aid bill includes stimulus checks, PPP funding, and cuts to unemployment benefits. They're not cuts. It's still an increase in unemployment benefits. Bottom line, you're not getting the $600. Number 44. MSNBC, 5:08 this morning out of the gate. $105 billion for schools. Billion for schools. Holy crap. We are screwing our kids up. Wow, are we screwing our kids up. Second round of stimulus checks. I mean, you know, I think they ought to bring your next stimulus check with all the balloons and fanfare of a publisher's clearinghouse win. I'm serious. And they ought to do that. They ought to have to go to every door in America and knock on the door and hand you your stimulus check like you just won Publishers Clearinghouse. That's what I think of these next checks. Business liability protections. Now, that's the only thing. Only is a big word. I might want to be careful there. That is one thing that I really want to see is business liability protections, okay? If they get business liability protections, more businesses will open. Funding for Paycheck Protection Program and $200 a week unemployment benefits. It's not just $200 a week. It's over and above what your state will do. 45 Senate Republicans move to cut $600 weekly jobless benefits by 2/3. Go back to work. Get off your ass and go to work. I know people are angry at me. Put your damn mask on. Get you some hand sanitizer. Put it in your little book bag you carry. Sanitize your hands. Put your mask on. Refuse to work there if they don't have toilet paper, have somebody cleaning the bathroom, and, some nice paper towels. Tell them, hey, I want the facilities clean. I get it. Get off your ass and go to work. Hold on, I got one more. I got that. Hold on. I got a couple more. I got 15 minutes here. And I want to see. Okay. 57, the Miami Herald, Florida adds 8892 new coronavirus cases, lowest in weeks as state total hits 432,000. Here is all hail King Fauci. We should have the music for this one, 58. We should have the fanfare going here. All hail King Fauci, number 58. Trump spreads false information about coronavirus cure. Oh, God, these people are pathetic. They are designed, mind control, they are designed not to give you the news. They're designed to keep you away from the truth, all the above, okay? Number 59 here. Trump shares video on Twitter containing misinformation about hydroxychloroquine. Are they back to that again? Oh. 60. This is a nice play on words. How you like this one? So the president of the United States is trying to do everything he can. And he's not wavering. This 72, right? Biden's 77. I mean, Biden will actually have to enter the White House with a walker. Sorry. I'm not knocking anybody on a damn walker, so get off my ass. I'm just saying he's 77. He needs to be home and damn senile in his chair with his grandkids coming by, paying him respect and telling him, hey, Pop, we love you. That's where he needs to be. And all Biden's biggest decision, he needs to be asking, is this a cherry pie? I like cherry pie. That's it. All right, I didn't mean to do that. Number 60. Trump seeks political shot in the arm in vaccine push. Oh, that was well thought out. That's Trump seeks political shot in the arm in vaccine push. Play on words, right? Oh my God. Here it is. Here's Gumby and Bumbles here, number 61. Little Willie and Gumby Joe. Trump spreads false information about coronavirus cure. Here's another one, 62. I take a lot of shots here. Trump seeks political shot in the arm with vaccine push. And let's see what I have left here. All right. Now, John Lewis, number 68, he is lying in state. Is he laying in state? Lying in state? He's in a casket in the rotunda of the Capitol. This is the last time that he will cross this bridge. And this time when he crosses this bridge, Alabama State Patrol is there to escort him, not beat him. Holy mackerel, holy for holy is Batman. So the media is, they're whispering, as the coffin is crossing the bridge. What's the name of the bridge there in Alabama, right? As the coffin's crossing the bridge, they're talking like they're at one of those coffins. So this will be the last time that Representative John Lewis crosses this bridge. And this time, on the other side is Alabama state troopers to escort this procession. Unlike the last time when they beat his ass. They're crazy as hell, folks. So John Lewis, he's at the rotunda in the Capitol. He's in a casket. He's dead. Damn it. Dead. This will be the last time John Lewis goes to the beloved Capitol. He was a peacemaker. He's dead. So yesterday, number 69. I'm going to show respect for the dead. Show respect. I do. All right. Easy. Get off my back. Number 69, right? Reporter yesterday. Do you plan on going to show respect to Congressman Lewis either today or tomorrow on the Capitol? Do you plan to go show any respect? Do you, Trump? Come on, answer that. Come on, big boy. You're going to go show some respect. Give us an answer. No. Oh, my God, he said no. Did you hear him say no? Yes, he said no. No. Joe Piece of SHI Asterisk Scarborough said this morning something equivalent to, this is the third time, the third awakening. The death of John Lewis is the third awakening of this country. The first is the Revolutionary War and our independence. The second the Civil War. And the third is this death of John Lewis. Really? Interesting. No, I'm not going. You know what? They would have made a big deal. They would have made a big deal. Pelosi would have come out and talked trash. Well, why do you come see John now? You didn't like it when he was alive. You know what? He could not win this one. He just said no and got on a plane. He's trying to think about what, 327 or 324 million Americans and trying to get a vaccine done. If he doesn't go do that, then he don't care about Americans. If he doesn't go see John Lewis, so here it is, number 70. Nancy is in there yesterday. Number 70, and there's the casket draped, flag draped casket. Okay. And so let me go to this one. Okay. I've got 9 minutes. And I've got 9 minutes. I can't take another break. So I'll just go to this one because I wanted to talk about it yesterday and I didn't. So in Virginia, monuments, okay? They don't want Civil War or any racist kind of monument, period, or Civil War monuments that highlight Civil War veterans or politicians or whatever it may be, or segregationists, anything on federal land, state land. They want to tear them down, okay? Mount Rushmore, what did they say? Two of 3 presidents on that hill owned slaves, okay? Now, this is not a building. It's a name. The building will remain. And the reason I bring this up, because when this is over, remember I said this a month ago, eventually states, okay? Now, to you, this is not a big deal, all right? You may not be paying attention to this, but I said eventually states will have a list, okay, of acceptable names, or have a list of names you cannot use on a birth certificate. Well, now you're just going too far. You know, the show is not too bad. We get right about the end and you just do it. You do it, BKP. You go just too far. You just can't hold back. No. Because if you were sitting here 10 years ago, I'll throw a 10 in it, you would have never thought that your clerk of court or probate judge or wherever your marriage license come from, you would have never thought that somebody would issue a same-sex marriage license. Maybe you thought it was coming, but you just didn't see it happening from the Supreme Court. Now, I'm not getting into same-sex marriage, right or wrong. I'm just saying you would have thought it wouldn't happen. Then, you, not even 5 years ago, we'll throw a 5, would have never thought that even in the most conservative areas in the United States that you would be debating whether somebody is a boy or girl and what bathroom to use in grade school. You would have never thought that you had a 3rd grader or a kindergartner that didn't know what they were identifying as, and mom and dad, or mom, dad, or the parental units in the house, whatever the hell, said we're allowing our child openly to identify themselves, him or her, or not at all, okay, agender. We don't want any gender identity. So if our child, which looks like a boy, has the tools of a boy, wants to go in the ladies' restroom, you got to let him go, because we want him to have freedom of expression, or our child. You never thought in the most conservative areas in the United States you would be talking about that, whether you want to agree with me or not. Then you never thought in the United States of America that in the hospitals they would have birth certificates where you could check other if you wanted to be gender neutral, or a birth certificate that said gender neutral, or birth certificates that did not identify boy or girl. You would have never thought you did that. Now I'm telling you names, okay? So a building is not being removed. The name is being removed off the building. So I want to say again, one day, maybe I'll be alive to hear it, but remember this on this date at the end of the show, 7/28/2020, I've told you several times, there will be a list of names that will not be acceptable for you to put your child, right? There's already a list of criteria you got to meet. You go to the hospital now, all right? You go to the hospital now, you have a baby, there's a list of things you got to meet before that baby goes out the door. They make a decision. We're looking into this. When can we go on? We're looking into both of you. See if you're, whatever. Now, I may sound extreme, but they check things that you don't think they check before you walk out the door with that baby. Because when you walk out with that door with that baby, you are under the impression that's your child. But don't get confused. They're getting ready to take it back away from you immediately and put it into preschool, and the government own your child, name your child, and brainwash your child. Not going there yet today. But that being said, there will be a list of names that are unacceptable to be put on a birth certificate. Now, number 56. We'll close with this. All right. Robert E. I think it's Edward. Is it Edward? Look it up. Robert E. Lee High in Virginia will be renamed for John Lewis, district says. Okay. Now, when I was an itty bitty boy, we used to travel from New Jersey to North Carolina quite frequently. I grew up in New Jersey, but Grandma and Grandpa lived in North Carolina, and my dad is from the mountain of North Carolina. So every time we could get the wheels spinning towards North Carolina, we went there. So I understood this is back not before Interstate 81 was built, before it was 100% complete. And I've told this story before. So we would roll down Interstate 81. I'm just a little boy. I am the oldest in the family. And Dad, why are we getting off the interstate? It's not done up there. We got to run 2 miles on Robert E. Lee Highway here. Old 11, right? Down through Virginia. Robert E. Lee Highway. Now, I watched Robert E. Lee Highway, old Route 11. It used to be the main road down Virginia. They built Interstate 81 to parallel it. It used to be Robert E. Lee Highway. Then I noticed it changed, and I'm going to say 20 years ago, it changed, and it started being the Lee Highway. It's just Lee Highway, okay? Yes, I'd say this for a fact. Now I doubt anywhere on old Route 11 you can find Robert E. Lee Highway anywhere, okay? It's just old Route 11. That being said, they're going to change the name of this school. All right, no problem. They're not going to tear it down. They're not protesting at it, throwing rocks and bottles. They're changing the name to John Lewis. Pray they do not, these communists, get elected and cause you or tell you you have to change your name. Something has to change. And it's sure not the president, folks. We have to end the deep state. The battle is real. The war is enormous. And you have to fight it. You're in it whether you like it or not. I'm your host, BKP. We'll be back Tuesday. We'll be back Wednesday morning, 8 a.m. Thank you very much for joining us. I don't know if this was a benefit to you or not. Come back tomorrow. Check out all the stories on fetchyournews.com. That's that. Tomorrow, 8 a.m. Take us out of here, Emily. Good job, Emily.